Jeremy Corbyn might be on a high, but he shouldn't be allowed to forget his party's highly inconsistent, profoundly confusing position on the issue of the day Brexit. Labour's stance became yet more tangled yesterday, says the Daily Telegraph, with Keir Starmer saying the party wanted to keep Britain in the single market. Only 10 days ago Jeremy Corbyn said the opposite, points out the paper. It's time for the Tories to take the fight to Labour, says the Telegraph, which argues that while young voters have been motivated and energised by Corbyn, this doesn't mean they should be allowed to get away with such a contrary position on Brexit. And nor should it be conceded by the Tories that the age-old clash of political ideologies, socialism versus capitalism, has been definitively won by a resurgent Labour Party. Instead, it's vital the government finally does what it failed to do during the general election: make the case for wealth creation and free markets. Meanwhile, The Sun focuses on Donald Trump's vow to secure a trade deal with the UK after Brexit. The paper says it is vital we capitalise without delay on Donald Trump's eagerness for a trade deal. Whatever you think of the president, says The Sun, one thing is clear: he is good news for Britain post-Brexit. After all, America is our #1 ally and a huge market, and the country's economy is booming, with the Dow Jones closing above 22,000 for the first time ever yesterday. Of course, ultra-Remainers will drum up endless scares to talk down a trade deal with the US. Just take a look at all the nonsense spouted about chicken, says The Sun. We should ignore them and they should listen to the wise words of one Remainer, Foreign Office Minister Ellen Duncan, who has said that a trade deal with the US is the beginning of a journey that will lead to continued and increased prosperity for us. But the Times is less positive about Donald Trump, saying that the confusion reigning in the White House is making the world a more dangerous place. America's enemies, says the Times, are behaving as if the Trump administration is a wounded animal. Take a look at North Korea with its provocative missile tests, or Russia booting out US diplomats. Even the embattled Venezuelan dictator has found time to mock the United States, points out the paper, a clear sign that power could be ebbing away from the White House. This is bad news, argues the paper, which says it is vital the White House forms an axis of authority with the Pentagon in order for the world to take America seriously once again. For too long, supporters of Mr. Trump have hailed the merits of unpredictability, says the Times. But 6 months into Trump's presidency, it is plain that uncertainty merely encourages enemies to take advantage. Bit by bit, the world's great superpower is being diminished, concludes the Times. It's true that this started under Barack Obama, but it's high time for Trump to bring that weakening authority to an end.